Jericho and Aaron. We're Coffee with the Summerland Kids. Aaron's outdoorsy type, and I'm indoorsy, wearing my outdoorsy casual Friday gear. I don't even know what day it is. I know it's casual Friday. It's May. Do you know what day it is? It's May something.
I can't see
17th.
out here with the glare. It's casual
I think
Friday,
it's the
so I
17th.
stepped out of the office.
Yeah, no worries. It's going to be 58 degrees right now in Summerland, and it's 67 for the high with a partly cloudy scenario. So it looks like they're locked into a possible pre-June gloom situation in Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah, we love the June gloom on the coast. We get mad at the heat of everywhere else. We're like, oh, I miss the gloomy fog. I'm in the YouTube right now.
Cool.
Trying
they
to
have
make
no
it
clue
public.
what they're up to because, like you said, it was 100 degrees yesterday or day before yesterday out there. So that's some serious stuff.
Yeah, it was. We were like so stoked that it was like only 90 yesterday.
Let me turn this light on here. Let me see here. Come on, baby. There we go. All right.
Okay.
I get some light.
We are now live on Facebook.
Sweet. Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Coffee with the Summerland Kids. I'm Jericho. That's Aaron, the most prolific music producer in Northern California.
I only produced 3 songs this morning, Jericho.
Right? Yeah, exactly. God, that's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, keeping the mojo rolling. This is show 30. So let me see if I can do a. That would be. Wait, let me see if this works. Yeah, is that show 30? Yeah.
Show 30. I just edited it. I love it. I love it. You see those drawing videos all the time.
Yeah.
I like it how you did it. You drew it, but it was real instead of digital.
Yeah, exactly. Backwards. So, 30 days, man, that's a big deal. We did 30, excuse my French, 30 days on the online, 30 days of straight, not straight, but 5 days a week, like businessmen. We're having our morning OSHA approved meetings here.
A very, very safe protocol as far as using the digital streaming technology to enter your consciousness stream.
Yeah.
Through the beautiful land of Summerland.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to Restream. Shout out to Restream for creating this amazing technology that lets Aaron and I chat live and drink coffee together Monday through Friday, getting our safety on.
Yeah. How was your coffee this morning, Jericho?
It's good. It's always fun to go to the coffee shop because there's the characters there that the regulars. There's a few regulars, and it's always surprising, man. They do a brisk little business down there. They're killing it. It's a shout out to Higher Grounds Coffee in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. One of those little neighborhood coffee shops that they do breakfast for people, and they're kicking butt. So
you gotta let the casual hair down. There's no ties in it today. I'm going right. Woo!
Yeah,
wasn't it style?
How many years is that? How many years is that now? Is that like 3 years or?
I cut it when I was 50.
Okay, so now you're 53.
I'll be on my birthday. I'll be 53, so it's just under 2 years.
Okay, that's pretty good. So that's what I got to look forward to because I think I'm going to join you on that road. But it's going to take me a bit. I got it all slicked back right now, but
ooh, look at it, it's starting to get long.
Yeah, the front. I got that. What's that? The guy in the Misfits. I wish I knew that guy's name. He's like a giant monster.
The reverse mullet, right?
Yeah, the mullet. Yeah. So
let me try to be like Jericho. Let me get the comb over.
Yeah.
We call it the Trump look.
Yeah, exactly. The comb over. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna be the mad scientist with my come over like one of the guys from Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know, like that's gonna be that's gonna be what's up, dude. The beard is like it attracts attention, man. I've noticed that the beard is like a attention grabber.
Oh yeah, I mean the beard and the hair enter the room well
Yeah,
before
no,
I do.
for sure. Who's that dude? Because it's like you're the real deal, and it's so funny how like you rocked that shit in high school, which is amazing. You had a freaking goatee in high school. You're one of those guys.
I am one of those guys. You know, we're in the middle of our podcast. I always like to do a little show and tell.
Yeah.
This is what I found in the van.
Oh. Yeah, dude.
This old Coleman camper stove.
Oh, good. Yeah, for our viewers, Aaron just recently, that's Aaron's it's a shed on wheels, basically. It's a freaking like old mail truck or something like that. So yeah, rad.
Yeah, here I am in the
yeah, nice. Cheech and Chong, I got nothing on you.
I'm starting to clean up.
That's cool. That's rad. You're doing great, man. You're doing good. You know, you're talking the talk and walking the walk. You're a doer. You're trying. You're making it happen, bro.
I'm just some kid, some guy walking through the light.
Yeah, exactly.
In the darkness.
Oh, I like the back windows. I can see the back windows. That's cool. Classic. Yeah. That was maybe a milk truck. Who knows, man? You got some room back there.
There's the motor.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
It's just basically an empty box. There's the I don't know if you can see the mosquito wasp nest. There was mud wasp nest.
Yeah, man. It's like a spaceship. That's
the show and tell every day.
Yeah, that's the micro Millennium Falcon right there. Mini Falcon.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a flux capacitor on it for the time. I'm still working out warp 12, but I think we can get her up to warp 0.1 or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we got a couple viewers. Good morning.
Awesome. Yay. Good morning. This is Coffee with the Summerland Kids. Aaron and I were disconnected at birth. No, just kidding. After sixth grade, Aaron moved up the coast, and I got left in Summerland, left behind. And then it took me like 34 years to get out of Summerland. I mean, I did jump out when I was 21, and I went up to Colorado and taught snowboarding. I felt like I was lying to my work when I said I was going to go teach snowboarding in Colorado. I felt like I was lying, but I actually did it when I was 21. And then I came back to Summerland and ended up being there for another freaking 10 plus years till I was 34. And then I finally had the moment to jump down to Los Angeles and move down there, and had a great experience, thankfully, to the artists that I fell into the community with. Because if I was going to follow my advice from my college teacher, she told me to go where the money's at. Don't go where the artists are, you know. But I didn't follow her advice. I went where it wasn't money, it was just the artists, you know. But that turned out to be the right place, because that place filled in and got unfortunately gentrified. But you know, that's all history, man. You know.
Yeah, the gentrification process is a kind of a difficult one.
Yeah, I mean, call it urban. Maybe it's urban renewal.
I forget which movie it was, but it was an intergalactic movie. It might have been one of the Star Wars series or something else.
Yeah.
And there was a whole planet of the rich people, a gambling planet. And, you know, it's just kind of sad that it's gentrifying on all these beautiful places.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of leave it old. I think the Hollywood people would have agreed with me that leave the arts district in downtown LA alone, so it could be used as like almost like archival locations. And there's one building called the Nate Starkman building that's an archival location. So you know, it's getting harder and harder to find those old antique locations, you know. So I noticed the new Mad Max movies coming out, and I'm seeing a lot of CGI or whatever it's called. And I'm not a big fan of that. I like old fashioned filmmaking with the real desert, the real people. Yeah, it's not fun to be out there, in 100+ degrees, but that's how you get the best footage, man. You got to tough it out.
No, it really is. I mean, I utilize electronic assistance, turning my poems into songs.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily what I want. I would always, of course, prefer to have some musicians to put my words to sound to music.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this level, I'm only level 2.9 or level 3. I'm not at that level 10 or level 100 yet, to where it's really I guess, like you're saying, there's enough money to allow the musicians the time and freedom from their daily grind
Yeah.
to put in. Now, obviously, if I were making lots and lots of money, I could just call up some of my music friends and say, hey, come on down. You got a place to stay. You got some food. Let's jam and come up with some tunes.
Yeah.
But then again, we are all growing up in this digital society where everything's instantaneous. So
Yeah.
it's just, I guess, part of the modernization.
For
Maybe
sure.
they'll gentrify me one day, huh, Jericho?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's good that the thing you got going is you have the lyrics, and you're writing the lyrics, and you're putting the songs into the Sono Music Studio, and so you have something. You're bringing something to the table. You're not just conceptualizing and thinking about writing songs. You're actually writing the songs. So there's something to be said for writing them, and then you're using the digital assistants to compose. And so I think you're really bringing something to the table, because it gives someone a place to start from. Like, once you're able to, if you work with a musician, you already have a portfolio that you already have pre-existing, which is cool. So it brings something to the table that ordinarily you wouldn't have. So I think you're a step ahead, man.
I'm either a step ahead or a step behind, and if we're going in circles, I'm ahead and behind at the same time.
Yeah. One of the when we've been occasionally corresponding with my buddy Dirk. He was on the show a while back ago, and Dirk shared with me an incredible video, and I gotta bring it up because it's so awesome. It talks about artists and how we're like 20 years ahead of time in what we're doing. Oftentimes the artists are the ones who pave the way and pioneer new technology. Basically, it's that creative mind that pulls that technology and even places to live. Like, artists go and live in warehouses, that are just people would look at it and go, "What, you want to live here? Are you crazy?" But an artist goes in there and goes, "Hell yeah, this is my dream."
Yeah, it's like my van here.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, work van, painted up a show van. No, how about clean it up, make it comfortable and safe to drive, and maybe live in it.
Yeah, or camp in it, or when if once you get it running, where you can feel free to drive in your local neighborhood. You can go on little pick jobs. You can be driving down the road. Hey, there's a freaking rocking chair. Pick it up, put it in the van. Boom. It's
exactly.
It's business and pleasure. It's the duo, the dynamic duo.
Yes. Business is my pleasure, and it's always a pleasure doing business.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. We got, I went on eBay, dude. eBay makes it so easy to buy. Like, I got to hand to those guys for making it so simple. Once I have my app on eBay on my phone, whatever, you jump on there, find what you want, and it's like one click, and you bought it. I mean, it's like, because it has all your information already when you sign up for the app. But once you're signed up, it's like it's almost dangerous. It's so easy to buy.
Oh, it is, and it's actually quite easy to sell too.
Yeah.
Being a picker, half the deal is, what can I buy and resell? Half of it is, what do I have to keep to have around me? And in a way, the items are just for amusement.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like I always buy the trinket jars, right?
Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
So me and my friend, we used to do this, and he had an eye for antique gold that isn't printed, and he had an eye for Native American silver, which isn't quite the same as sterling. It's lower percentage, but it's still silver.
Okay.
And I like to make fishing lures.
Okay, cool.
So I'll just buy $1 for the whole box, $2 or whatever, get the whole box. Have a bunch of lures. Every now and then I find a gold ring or something that I can cash in and continue my fun.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's awesome. I love you're talking about the trinkets. That's a smart. The smalls as they call it.
Absolutely. The sun out here is getting a little bit hot. You can see the glare. I love that. I love that I'm on a mobile device, or at least a portable laptop.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I can get out of the bright sun, and
for sure, California's no joke, man. The Golden State on many fronts. How they call it the Golden State. The sun shining, the fruit trees. All that stuff. Do you have a fruit? Do you have a fruit tree in your yard somewhere?
We planted a lemon tree and a peach tree.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm not going to invest too much more until they start growing. And
yeah, that's good.
I get a better idea of
how it's panning out.
Yeah, how it's going down.
Do some of your neighbors have trees that you're looking at going like, okay, I see that they can do it, I can do it style?
No, the girlfriend wanted a lemon tree and I wanted a peach tree.
Oh, there you go. Boom.
And so let's go get them.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool.
Awesome. We had a little budget set aside to improve the landscaping here. So
yeah, that's great. That's awesome. That's cool.
She's doing the front all nice and I'm filling the back with junk.
Yeah, right. No, it's quality American picking.
Oh, look what I scored. A nut.
It's pretty dark.
It's a walnut pepper shaker I'm using as an incense holder.
Oh, good. Yeah. God, that incense is.
You gotta find some nuts. You gotta crack a few nuts.
Yeah, totally. I guess the walnuts, actually, I'll send you a picture after we get off the show. There's a picture of a kid sitting on a bunch of walnuts, and I think it was in Carpinteria. So back then, before we were born, Santa Barbara was a lot of orchards. Carpinteria was a lot of orchards. A lot, lemons, oranges, avocados, of course. The California is a bountiful place in terms of growing.
No, it's wonderful. Jericho, I hate to do this to our conversation, but we cannot operate without a sponsor. Today, we are sponsored by Mother Nature, the thing that brings us fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
Vegetables and sunshine and shade. The amount we're getting is so much more than what we put into it. I just want to thank Mother Earth and Mother Nature for sponsoring our show today.
Yeah, that's genius, bro. Absolutely. That's well said. That's Mother Nature, man. We couldn't do it without you. I mean, it does cross my mind every now and then how amazing this whole situation is. Being, looking at art, looking at life, looking at people, looking at plants. It's like holy Moses. Wow.
Art.
Yeah.
Jericho. Yeah. I have it at my fingertips. That's again, awesome. Another swap meet store. That's probably UV, probably $15 worth of paint and paintbrushes.
Oh, nice.
Got it for $1.
Right.
Yard sale. Only one color was dried out, the blue.
Oh, right.
The other pack has blue.
That's awesome.
So,
hell yeah.
I mean, sure, you could go spend $25 at the store, or you could help your neighbor out with a few bucks and get figure out what to do for dark blue.
Yeah,
Big
exactly.
deal.
Dark blue quest.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it at the hardware stores and the paint stores where they have the mist tints. When you get the lower price paint because they screwed up on the batch and someone didn't like that color of pink or something. It's like, hell yeah, there's a gallon for $7 instead of 27.
Oh,
But
absolutely. And I know a few guys in construction. So they're always leaving me a little bitty leftover of vivid bright colors. I always tell them, bring me reds, bring me bright colors. And yeah, I get mine for free most of the time. Mother Nature and Father Time and stuff, they're conspiring.
providing. Yeah,
They're
exactly.
conspiring to make my life wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. God. I was just thinking, I wonder, dude, I mean, amazing times we're living in, that's for sure. The fact that we're able to broadcast live to the World Wide Web, and this was stuff that 20 years ago was probably only the government was doing this stuff,
Oh, I love it. I love teasing my son because he went to college and he's got 6 degrees.
Oh, really?
2 years
Wow.
of college, all associate degrees. But he figured out that if he had one class here and one class there, he could get 6 degrees in that same 2 years.
Oh my God.
Radio, broadcast, movies. I tease him because he does movies in Burbank. He started out doing promotional videos. I
That's
call it
great.
propaganda for the government.
Right. That's awesome. I mean,
But
dude, there's have you ever? I don't know if you've heard of Charles and Ray Eames, but they're famous for their chairs, the Eames chairs, and those guys had some government contracts, I think, actually to help the military a little bit with the cots and braces for legs and stuff like that, because they pioneered a lot of plywood technology with bending the plywood in certain shapes. So they applied that to their furniture and they built some beautiful furniture. Charles and Ray Eames, they were a husband and wife team that then they kicked ass making some American great stuff. And they also did some films, and their films are freaking awesome. Charles and Ray Eames, you got to check those guys out.
oh, I definitely post a link when we post the video so people
Yeah, I
can, if
will.
you're interested, take a look because I'm very interested. My dad used to make boats, and you can tell the theme if you
Yeah.
can see well, it's kind of dark in here. I haven't opened
Yeah.
up all the way.
No worries. Yeah. No, you're
And he
good, man.
would take real expensive wood and spend weeks in heat and moisture to bend them.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's amazing what they can do. Of course, they apply that technology for us as kids to skateboards, and they were putting our kicktail in our skateboard first. It was just a flat board with a kicktail, and then they started doing concaves on the skateboard decks. And we were like, any advancement that we could get our hands on, it was like, oh my God, the next best thing.
Yeah, instead of just the tails, it comes around the edges. It
I
helps
know
with
both
the
now.
kick flips
Yeah, exactly.
and the varials and stuff, all this
Yeah,
spinning around.
exactly. So you spend a little time skateboarding
I
yourself?
spent a lot of time skateboarding when I
Oh,
was
sweet.
younger.
That's awesome. And you said you hit some ditches, right? You went in some ditches and did
Yeah, there was a couple little ones, but they were kind of in town, and sometimes the cops would chase us out. But you'd
right.
go out past Lopez Lake,
Okay.
and there's a cutoff road that goes over the mountains to Pozo.
Oh, wow.
And so about halfway there's a drainage ditch that was concrete, and we'd bring over some curbs and sweep it out, and some kids would spray paint it, and we'd sweep it out every time and
Yeah.
skate
That's
that
awesome.
little ditch. We called it the ditch.
That's cool, man. Yeah, that's cool. You did that, man. You're on the same page as us. I mean, we were just, remember there was a ditch actually in Summerland near Lookout Park on the way alongside the train tracks. It was pretty small, but when we were kids, it seemed huge.
Yeah, it was like what, 2 feet high or
Yeah,
something?
probably. And there's bamboo over there, and there's a little tunnel there too. But yeah, that little ditch was cool. And then there's a little hill right there that we could skateboard down. That was essentially someone's driveway to that house on stilts at the very end of Summerland, on the I guess it'd be the north end of the beach towards Santa Barbara. That big house on stilts on the seawall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember when on low tides we would go out and get around the seawall.
Yeah, and walk toward Santa Barbara. Sometimes you could. We didn't do it that often, but I know we could ride our bikes like all the way to Miramar and all that. You know, on
Yeah,
the
we'd
beach.
have to make sure and come back before the tide came in. Otherwise, we'd be stuck.
Exactly. You know, struggling. Exactly. That was amazing, man. It's like, you know, I think we have a camaraderie with kids who lived on lakes. You know, living on the ocean. It's a lot like lake life or something. It's a whole different vibe. You know.
Oh yeah, I always say, if you're out by the shore, whether it's the ocean, river, or the beach, that's great. But if you don't have a shore, you can always be by the pool or the hot tub, or my
Yeah.
sake, the kiddie pool.
Exactly. That's freaking amazing, bro. That's good. You got to keep cool, man. It's all about keeping cool. You know?
Oh, gotta stay cool, brah.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I hate this part of the show, Jericho. We're down to about 4 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm so flies because we have so much fun
I
just
know.
having coffee and
Thir-
conversation.
30 minutes with the Summerland kids. We're just catching up. Separated since sixth grade. We reestablished our broship here. This
No,
is
I wanna take these last minutes, because I noticed a post and um, with what we were talking about, the art archival situation
yeah,
in Los Angeles, and I know you're working with Grandpa Bill
yeah,
to take all his beautiful comics and his whole collaborative efforts with all the brothers and other artists
yeah,
and put it in a museum quality binder system. And I know you're short on the sleeves. On
yeah.
the I was looking, they're about $10 for a back of 100 or 200, whatever, for the high
Yeah,
quality 100.
yeah,
But you said in a post you're going to give people your $1 million ties, one
yeah,
tie, for a
yeah.
donation of
A ti-
$10, or send you some things. So yeah, you see the ties I wear during the weekdays for the business stuff. Um, with the tire tracks on it, super cool. If you're like me and you don't like to wear the suit and tie, you put a headband or use it as a hair tie. Girls can even use it as a hair tie, Pat Benatar style headband.
yeah,
But to help Jericho out, find him on Facebook, drop him
thank
a
you.
message, see if you can send him some of them sheets, because he'll send you the cool tie that are worth
Exactly.
that are either priceless or worthless, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I got one of my relatives, Debbie Jackson, I think her name. She's sending me two packs. So I'm stoked. I already got some summer on the way. So
And this is something, you got 100 binders, and I could imagine tens of thousands or more actual documents or drawings. So it's not like 200 or 300 is going to cover your needs. You're going
no,
to
I
need
know. I looked
2,000 or
yesterday.
3,000.
Yeah, yesterday I looked and I had one binder and it had 100 pages in it. You know, so if I get 100 pages in each binder, I'm we'll see. I could maybe do 150 per binder. Well, I've yet to see. I mean, it's just a long, it's a process. But thankfully, I got help in June. My buddy Jabra is going to come out and join me, and our goal is it's just 3 hours a day of time. That's it, just to put in. That's 6 man hours, two guys stuffing. So we'll see what happens. It'll be fun
Hey, the
documentation.
process is the destination, and the journey
Exactly.
itself is the destination. Every destination you ever get to will always be temporary.
Yeah,
But
for
the
sure.
journey itself is continual. It is the destination once you realize.
Absolutely. Well said. Yeah, that's the bottom line. It's all about the journey. And I'm just about to leave on my California trips via Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm pretty sure. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing some on the road coverage. Uh, Coffee with
Awesome.
the Summerland kids.
Definitely take some footage out the train window if you're
I
on the
will for
train.
sure. Yeah, it's one of those things again where it's like hard to believe I'll be on the trip, but I know I got to do it. So it's just like looming. The journey is in the distance, but I know I'm going to be on it, man.
Absolutely. We're down to the final seconds,
Yep.
Jericho.
This is show
So
30.
I don't know
Episode
if you can
30.
see what Tigger says.
Yeah. Have a great day, guys. We
Tigger
love your
says
coffee with
ta-ta for
Summerland
now.
Kids.
What does Tigger say, Jericho?
Maybe he says roar
He,
meow.
he does, but when it's time to go, he says ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now. Good night. Good day. See you on the other side.